Oh, I guess you don't want to stop child. The only way to do that is by allowing child to be serialized and processed and sent to people. That's a ridiculous argument. And not only is it a ridiculous argument, but it's also like in the process of making this ridiculous argument, you just come across as that is the method though. That's how. Yeah, another Destiny fan was arrested for child too. That's the other thing. It was really funny. I looked at the dude's Twitter, and his last tweet was like retweeting. This isn't getting enough attention. A close personal friend of Destiny was arrested for possession of over 300 files of child sexual abuse material. The culprit was a regular in Destiny's Discord and talks about ethical CP. I mean, it's not that crazy when you think about it. It's like expected. A huge part is also that in the process of being an edgy little shit, he's not funny at all. Like Nick Mullen says wild shit too, and it's fine because he's actually funny. Yeah. Yeah. Judge me by my enemies, boys. All my ops is. I know a lot of people on here were mutuals with Jared Kelly, especially in the Destiny orbit. Well, he stopped posting a few months ago, and I get curious. Turns out his username on here is Blanco Flaco. What is this? The due to the basic consumption of child and stops and use the N-word. Yikes. The argument is that CP should be distributed to pedos if this helps reduce child. Are you pro-child? Who's making the CP idiot? He explains very clearly in this video that the research said you could find people that were previously abused and get their consent to use their already existing material and offer them compensation for it. That's insane. Stopping child is insane. This is the only way that this entire audience argues, by the way. Here, I'll give you an example. Okay? This is like saying the only way to stop child is by killing the children that were, okay? Just a ridiculous claim. And then you say, I don't want the children who were to be killed. What the? And then you turn around and go, oh, so you want child to continue. No, you just made a ridiculous argument. That doesn't mean that I think the second part of that is also good. Oh, I guess you don't want to stop child. The only way to do that is by allowing child to be serialized and processed and sent to people. That's a ridiculous argument. And not only is it a ridiculous argument, but it's also like in the process of making this ridiculous argument, you just come across as that is the method though. That is how these always operate. Always. Using child porn, feeding into that disgusting market is insane. There are far better therapies to use instead of giving into their horrific abuses. And as a former child victim, no one is ever going to consent to it. It is the most traumatic shit a person can live through. Do you understand the concept of a hypothetical scenario? Couldn't even write hypothetical correctly. If distributing CP was effective in stopping child, should it be done? The answer is obviously yes. Otherwise, you are a pro-child monster. The question is, this is effective or not is removing the question. Why feed into some sicko's fantasy? You aren't curing them. If they're already in prison, they can't molest anyone. This is legit the most insane conversation I've ever had. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, this is a good way to analyze it too. Bro said, hypothetically speaking, if you eat your own shit, could you stop world hunger? Wouldn't you eat it? The answer should be yes. What are you, pro-world hunger or something? When you are making a hypothetical, you have to at least make the analog work, okay? Like in a hypothetical scenario, you can't just like have something be just as violent or more abhorrent than the original crime that you're trying to stop. Hypothetical. Abstraction away from reality to such an extent that literally anything can be argued. Exactly. It's like Israel does this quite a bit. Israel defenders do this quite a bit. When they're like, oh, wow, what if that baby had an RPG? What then? Shouldn't you kill the baby? What if the baby had a rocket launcher? Okay, what if the baby had what are you talking about? I guess at that point, you could just say like a Palestinian child could have had a tactical that it was about to blow up in the heart of Tel Aviv, I guess. Yeah, his major own was if you say the N-word in the vacuum of space alone right before you die, who does it harm? I got you. That was the type of shit that you can, shocking, the CSAM distribution guy is one of your reply guys. No, this isn't the CSAM distribution guy. This is another guy. This is another one. I mean, we don't know if this guy is a CSAM. Oh, the CSAM distribution debater is one of my reply guys. Yes. All of his community are my reply guys. Yes. This isn't the CSAM guy. This is the CSAM debater. Remember when Ben Shapiro actually asked the question, if you say the N-word in the middle of nowhere to stop it, would you do it to ChatGPT Lamau? Exactly. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is for a lot of debate lords, which Ben Shapiro is one of them.
You guys are going to be there too.
That's the goal. If we can raise enough money to get there, we absolutely will. People wonder why the youth vote shifted 9 points to the right.
Yeah.
And that's a big reason why. He's put the footwork in and we haven't.
Yeah. A lot of these guys that, at least in my experience, and I'm not saying certainly every single person is like this, but a lot of these guys that enter don't actually have any like real politics whatsoever and are just simply invested in the blood sport of it all and they debate for the sake of winning an argument, and that's it, and nothing else. They don't have any like real politics. They don't have any real interest. Everything that they do that comes across as though they're like moving in a direction where they want to change politics is also just to defend their legitimacy in the debate sphere, right? Like even the canvassing operations and shit can be seen in that same exact way, where it's like, well, I did canvassing. Like I did my work. I did canvassing. You know, I set up a group to do canvassing for the Democratic Party. Like that in and of itself is so you can just simply slam that in. And it's kind of funny because, I mean, I've done canvassing as well, but it doesn't really matter. A lot of his revenge came from his canvassing. Wait, really? Yeah, it's like saying you donated to a Palestinian charity over and over again to talk about your bona fides as a stalwart ally of the Palestinians while you're simultaneously engaging in efforts to deplatform every single pro-Palestinian content creator, and also consistently streamlining pro-Israeli propaganda, kind of like that. Savage moments from South Park's Got a Nut.